Hey, it's Matt from Black Hole Woodworking. Welcome back. That is snow. Yes, it's still cold here. I'm making a giant dry vase. Giant to me, that is. Starting with the Continental Spindle Gouge. Just to rough it down, get rid of the bark. Looks like there's two layers of bark, kinda. The outer layer, and then that fuzzy Canadian warm layer that must keep those trees happy in winter. I've now switched to the skew. It's becoming a tool that I like, but I've been working on that. The type of cut you saw there is more of a peeling cut. I'm trying to get used to doing that when I'm making things nice and flat and smooth. It gives it a really nice finish. It actually cuts a lot faster as well. Get through a lot more wood that way. And as usual, you kind of want to get stuff done and move on, so that's part of it too. I guess I could have tried to use a spindle rough and gouge here again. Not sure if it would go any quicker, unless you do this. That would be a catch. Not so fun. Yeah, that means I got a bit of wood to remove. So, with this design opportunity presented, here I go. Got to get back on that horse and ride, so I am. It took a little bit to fix my error, but it's gone. Oh well, moving on. This is a peeling cut. It's probably one of the most satisfying cuts you can make on the lathe. You basically rest your bevel on the wood, get that tip of the blade just below the surface of the wood and push like a fiend. And away you go. You'll remove a ton of wood in no time. This only works in spindle turning. Do not try that in a bolt turning. You'll probably remove something else. I should add, this piece of wood is a little bit big to do this, but I'm trying anyway, because I'm trying to see what the limits are with a skew chisel. For the top of the vase, I need to flatten it, and I'll get a bit of a better surface to work with. And then once I've flattened it, I can tip my skew chisel on its side and cut that nice and clean. I don't want to have any torn grain, and I don't want to sand more than I have to. This type of cut's not that hard as well. It does take practice though, and you really don't want to roll your tool over onto the wrong side too much, because if that blade catches the spinning wood beyond the tip that you need to cut with, you will notice you get a catch. These catches with the skew aren't actually that bad. They just seem a lot more scary than they really are. Stopping near the top there, like I did with the skew, presented me with a kind of a happy random design change. I was quite happy for it because it made the top a little bit more interesting. You can actually remove a fair amount of wood with this skew, even beyond the peeling cut, like I just did there. You'll notice me hesitate once in a while because I've really never made a vase like this, and I'm sort of designing on the fly. Now I'm using the 1/2 inch spindle gouge to create an inside curve at the top. I can't really do that with the skew, so spindle gouge it is. I tried my hand at making a bead. Kinda worked out actually. At one point I got really tempted to try and turn that little bead into a captive ring, but that'd be pretty risky and I didn't really give myself enough room on one side, so it's gonna stay a bead. Time to clean up the foot. Looking at it now, I probably could have even left the foot a little taller, but I didn't, and I think both ways would have been good. What do you think about that? Shoot me a comment. I'd love to know. I'm trying to learn about design too. This project is a few things for me. It's trying to learn the skew chisel. That in itself is an accomplishment. Then it's designing a vase on the fly, which it's not the easiest for me, but I'll make it work. And yeah, design. Very important, obviously. So, gotta learn about that too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.